Jackson. Hi, Jens. Give me a bit. I'm fixing something. Is the audio okay? It's still awesome how you got a neat setup. How you got such a neat startup screen. Yeah. I'm trying to find the name. Hold on. Fuck. I'm trying to find something here. Hold on. I'm literally I can't remember what it is. Found it. Okay. Tired. Hello. Hi. God, I need better sleep. But today we're gonna try some makeup thing. Cause I gotta practice a bit of makeup, I guess. Okay, you still got the sniffles? Yeah, kinda. I think I need to get better sleep, if anything. I've been sleeping on the floor, which is really bad. I have a bed, but I've been sleeping on the floor. Do I have a cold or allergies? I have allergies, and it's pretty bad. So, yeah, I have allergies, but it used to be much worse, but it's gotten a bit better. My only pain in life right now is like I wish I had I'm having like a headache right now. So my goal for today is just to finish like a bit of makeup. And then probably like react to some stuff. I'll probably look at some stuff again because I need to do some recordings. So you'll be here. I know I look like very low energy-ish. I mean I am, but I'm trying my best. I'm trying my best to be entertaining, to show up. I guess like showing up is like part of the job, right? Like I would assume that showing up is like a good thing. Sorry to hear that. Have you been checked for hypertension? The last time I went to the doctors was because I was like super constipated. I think like I'm getting constipated these days again because I don't know. I think I'm probably stressed out about some stuff. But I keep telling myself like there's no reason to like get stressed out the entire time. So I'm just trying to like show up to like my stuff. I've been working out every day. I cooked today, and I'm planning to do like more offline cooking content. So AKA it's high blood pressure. I probably have like some pressure. I don't know if it's blood pressure. But going around, yeah. If you were any lower energy, would you be sleeping on the floor? I don't know. I think I'm gonna sleep on the bed today after the stream and a bit more. Yeah, I think that's what I'm probably going to do after the day. I'm gonna do like a bit of skincare after the stream as well. So again, my plan is just to well, actually I wanted to just look at some like makeup tutorials today, really. But I guess it won't hurt to do some light makeup. Oh shit. Well, I guess we can do some light makeup. Alright, I'll tell you what, I'm gonna just start with like, I think my face is like okay. Because usually I would start with like a foundation. But for this, we start slow, okay? We start really slow and then we ease it in. For today, I think I just want to practice like my eyeliner, because I feel like my eyeliner in recent like shoots has been pretty bad. So I'm just gonna practice a bit of like eyeliner, maybe some. You know what? I think I'll actually go with a full-on. Well, here, let me. I'm gonna look at something here. I saved like a pretty good like tutorial, so I kind of just wanna follow it. If I can find it. Hold on, I'm looking for the tutorial. Where is it? Oh, I found it. I found it. It's here, let me show you. if it pops up. It is something like this. Why is Instagram such a bitch? Sorry. Sometimes Instagram is so weird. Like sometimes the thing would play, but like it won't go on full screen. Do I have a daily skincare routine? Sorta. In fact, because you asked that, I'm gonna make a form of content on that. So I am going to write that down as a form of content. Okay, I will write it down somewhere. Face, where did I write it? Okay, maybe I can write it here. Face care routine content. Okay. Okay. Alright, we have that written down. It looks like you have good complexion. I think like my skin overall is like pretty good, but I think it's probably because I don't drink, I don't smoke. Or rather, I only drink on occasion. The only thing that I would like really fix about like myself to get quote unquote better skin is sleeping better. And by sleeping better, I mean like having fuller sleeps and better quality of sleep. By better quality, I mean like literally like sleeping hygiene, like actually sleeping and not waking up in the middle of the night. So what else? Like I guess like I work out too. Like working out, like doing cardio, lifting weights, like promotes good skin as well. I don't really eat like a lot of like junk food. I occasionally like snack, but I don't like eat junk food too hard. Yeah, you could say I have a pretty healthy diet. So I guess it's not too surprising. Like I feel like a lot of people mistake like a lot of people mistake good skincare, or like a lot of people mistake good skin with like good skincare, but I feel like it's really about like your daily habits. So I mean right now, okay, like to be fair, there is like a small tiny filter, but I do think like in general, like if you could see my actual skin, I don't think it's that bad. I think like it's it's pretty good for my age, in my opinion. Isn't hurt a lot of Asian food, even fast food, is pretty well balanced. Kinda. But a lot of like a good amount of Asian food is like pretty oily. So it's it really depends on what type of Asian food. Most or like, there's a good amount of Asian food that's like fairly healthy, or like you said, well balanced. But yeah, like I don't drink too much soda. I don't drink I don't eat a lot of sugar. I love sugar, don't get me wrong. I love desserts. I love ice cream. I love like fucking candy. But I think like the last time I had something sweet was probably like 2 weeks ago, where I just had like a popsicle and that's about it. It sounds very depressing, but I'm pretty like I think I'm pretty strict with my diet. I've not been doing like the health vlogs, but I am planning to get back into it somehow. So that's something a lot of people can look forward to. Yeah. How's it going, sir? I'm having a terrible migraine, but I told myself I'd stream today for at least 2 to 3 hours. So here we are. Yeah. So they can sell more soda pop. I think all fast food is high in sodium. Oh yeah, I mean a lot of fast foods, like they're really high. They put a lot of like seasoning in it and salt too, you know, the sodium. That's why like Jens, like you said, like they get people to drink, right? Because like you get like thirsty. A lot of like fast food planned out how they want to sell their like product, right? Like if you're ordering food, you might as well get the drink, and if you get the drink, you might as well get the dessert after. So that's how fast foods like usually like sell you their stuff. I would argue though, I think I actually recently had fast food. It was for like it was actually for like the Lunar New Year, where my family decided to go get fast food instead of like the usual like homemade dinner. A change of pace, you could say. But we went for like it was an extended family type of eat out, and I had like I think the McChicken. It was okay. I had the McChickens, like 3-piece chicken nuggets and some French fries, and that's about it. French fries are kind of infamous for being extra salty to drive up the drink sales. Yeah, of course. I mean, every fast food has like their equivalent of fries, right? Like be it like French fries, tater tots, chips, whatever you can like name. Like they have like just they just have like a way to like make you spend money to drink, to eat, to buy more, to get their sales up, basically. It's great they're close to your family. I mean, I don't know if I'm close to my family. I live away from them, even though like they've repeatedly mentioned that I should like move back to them. But I really like this place that I'm living in. It's a bit like, it's not really expensive, but it's expensive where I am, I would say. And right now, like I'm kind of unemployed, so I'm kind of like a lot of my stress comes from the fact that like I'm kind of unemployed right now, and I'm basically like burning my savings to like stay in this place. So it is kind of it's kind of a headache for me to figure out how I'm gonna maintain this lifestyle of mine. So working as a freelancer is rough. Yeah, it is kind of rough. That's why like I'm trying my best to like make more content. I'm trying to like boost my own brand. It feels kind of silly because like I've been doing this, like I've been editing for like 2.5 years, sorta. I've been like trying to, I think like I was recently checking on my Twitch stats, and apparently this Twitch channel has been on and off for like 10 years. I think this is like the 10th year probably. So yeah, you know like it's really funny because I've never really I've never really like committed to myself that hard, which is really weird. and it feels like I'm just like starting out. I don't think I'm just starting out, because like if I was truly just starting out, I would not know how to like, you know, stream. I would not know how to like post content, make good content, or you know, whatever good content is. I think like my issue sometimes is like I often forget like how I don't know, say how good I am at like making decent content, but I think I'm pretty okay. I don't think, obviously I'm not like amazing or anything, but like I think I found like a steady ground on like what type of like what I would define as good, if that makes sense. You did have that femboy period where you were getting 30 peeps often. Yeah, I mean, see, here's my issue right now is like I find it very hard to combine both like being a femboy and like wanting to play League all together. I don't think it's impossible, but I find the transition like to be very, 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 very hard. So yeah, it may be simply because you were a case of you preferring to be in the background, similar to Juicy Girl that stopped being a streamer and went full time as editor for Iki streams. Well, yeah, but like I don't know. I mean, you're not wrong. It is hard to be both. When I say hard, I don't mean it's impossible, but like it's pretty rough to manage both yourself as an editor and as an editor for someone, as a manager for yourself. You know, I think it all comes down to the fact that I don't really have like great management skills for myself. Which social media platform do you concentrate the most on, and which is your most profitable? Well, right now, the one that makes the money is like Patreon, where I'm posting a lot of like photo sets, and people are just like subscribing to it. I think like after this month, I have a pretty good idea of like how I want to run my Patreon. I'm probably gonna have like two decent photo shoots per month. Or at least one per month, until like I can get like a stable like income. So yeah. But right now I'm putting a lot of effort into my YouTube and Instagram. But one challenge that I'm facing right now is that like I have a really hard time. Cause like the thing is, I feel like I'm adjacent to like NSFW creators, but not really an NSFW creator myself. But when it comes to like, you know, sponsorships or like brand deals, I don't think they can tell the difference, or I don't think they care about the difference between like if you're adjacent or if you are an NSFW creator. And it's much harder to get like brand deals or like sponsorships when you are a NSFW or a NSFW adjacent creator. So I'm trying to slowly rebrand myself to be a more SFW content creator. That's why like I don't know if you pay attention, like you will see like a lot of changes to my Instagram and my YouTube eventually. The YouTube and Instagram YouTube and Instagram currently bring zero money at all. That's why I'm kind of broke. As a femboy, most have OF accounts, but there are exceptions like Blondie. Well, I've thought about I've actually given like very serious thought in like starting up an OF, like very serious thought. But there's a few issues. Well, one, I'm in a country where OF is like kind of banned, and I don't really want to have like an OF. I don't really want to sell like, you know, NSFW stuff. I can do like Gravier, or like, you know, casual sexy stuff, like the recent bunny girl photo shoot that I did. I think that was pretty good, right? Like, but it's no nudes, it's no like, you know, it's nothing like quote unquote explicit. So I mean, for me, I've always just wanted to like make like aesthetic looking art. Yeah, like gravure, pin-up girl, slightly lewd. I've even given up like I've mentioned this like in a lot of my previous streams, but like I've given very serious thought about like transitioning. Like I've even went to like a gender clinic once to ask about it. But I'm always like stuck in this like position. Like the thing is like it takes a lot of effort, right? Like if I could get like I don't know, like 20 grand, I would probably give it more thought. But like as it stands, like I'm already having like issues as male me. I feel like changing to female me would not deter these issues. Like I'm gonna be really blunt. Like the one thing that's like there's a couple things holding me back, but like the two main things is like one, family, obviously. If I transition, then my family would probably like I think my dad would actually kick the bucket if like I transition. And two, money is like a big issue. So it's pretty rough to both. Like I feel like if I do transition, right, it's gonna be like I'm gonna have like a whole new set of issues that I don't think I'm ready to deal with. I've never really pegged you as someone that would transition. Yeah, I mean, I don't think I give off that vibe that I would like want to transition, but I have given it like some serious thought. Mainly because like I feel like it'll ease up on a lot of things, but it also creates a lot more issues for me. So yeah. I mean, like I said, like I have a lot of problems. I have a lot of like issues. I am not. I would not consider myself as a normal, healthy human being. I think I'm pretty. I would consider myself to be very hectic. So, you know. Like I said, like unless like someone like madly donates, like I don't know, like I said, like a cumulative of like 20 grand out of nowhere, and even then, right, like it's kind of hard too because like, you know, 20 grand is a good amount of money, but I won't trust myself with 20 grand to be honest. So obviously a very personal decision. I hope your friends and family, like I think my friends will be accepting-ish, but I don't know about my family. I think my family is, thing is like I come from a very like conservative, like traditional family, so it's gonna be really rough. I think on a daily basis I don't really get like support from like from my family, mostly. So I don't know if they'll actually like I doubt they'll support me more on the transitioning part. So it's gonna be pretty hard. They're not religious. It's just that like they hold a lot of like traditional values in hand, and these kind of values is like it's hard. It's hard, like, you know, doing what I really want. I would argue like a lot of things I do, I've been only doing it by myself. I've never really gotten like, I mean, I've had some help here and there. I cannot be like, I can't say like, oh, I did it all on my own. I think like that's like unfair to say. I think that's like really unfair to say, but like, you know, like I feel like for the most part in my life I've done most of my things on my own. So, you know, I'm pretty independent, I would say. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know where this conversation started from, but like, I doubt I'll transition. Again, I've mentioned this like many times on stream. Like I don't think like given a chance, given a chance, I still want to be a guy. But I'd still like cross-dressing. I like the idea of like cross-dressing. I like going out in cosplaying as girls. Seems like a lot of cross-dresser femboys, trans girls are unemployed or self-employed these days. Gender fluid, right? Yeah, I would say I'm pretty gender fluid. So I don't know about like trans girls, femboys, cross-dressers being unemployed or self-employed. I mean, like, I think it's a survivor bias, right? Like, I think like the people that we do see, the cross-dresser, femboys, trans girls that we do see that are unemployed, like, are much more visible than the ones that are employed, right? Like, I think the ones that are employed usually don't have the time to like show themselves on media. That's probably why. So I think that would describe a lot of people in the online female community, like Blondie or Grand Titania. I know both Blondie and Grand T like work, and like they have very separate lives, right? They have like very separate lives between their fem mode and their like actual work mode. So yeah. So I mean, I don't think if I could choose, I don't think I want to work in corporate at all. I've worked in corporate once, and I would never again would I ever want to work in corporate because of how terrible my first corporate job was. Yeah, I don't think I could ever. I think like I cried a few times, like actually like going to work. I sound and don't get me wrong, like I know it sounds like really pathetic, but like it was really bad. Like it was really bad. They would expect you to like, and a lot of people would say like this is like normal, right? But like I don't think it's supposed to be like this. Like they would expect me to come too early to work and like earlier than my supposedly clock in time and leave later than my clock out time. And if you leave like at your clock out time, people would like give you stares, and it's like so fucked up. Like what? You know? So I don't think like it's not that I don't want to work like corporate. Like honestly, I much rather work as a fry cook than to work in corporate. Like I much rather work in like fast food or like, you know, the you know what I mean? Like I don't know if I'm making sense. Like I would never work corporate. I think like most corporate jobs are just asses. I think most corporate jobs are really bad. Of course, like some people have no choice, right? Like I'm not saying like you should never work a corporate job. You know, everyone's gotta survive. But holy hell, is it like terrible to work in some jobs. So Icky, Finster, Juicy, Spicy Cow, Pitch, Bun, Self-Employed, Claire, Astra, Blossoms, Sarcoisian, Suko, Unemployed. Corporate jobs is survival. I mean, all jobs are just survival, right? I think like every job that you do is like you're trying to survive. But yeah, I would say it's I mean, the job I had was pretty bad, like really bad, really bad. So the long hours at a lot of companies, especially in Asia, has to destroy your. Yeah, I mean, yeah, of course, for sure. Like a lot of like Asian companies want you to like give it your all for them, but they will drop you in an instant. Like they will drop you in an instant the moment they feel like you are not giving like 200%. And I wish I was like joking, but like a lot of the times this happened. Like by the way, like I've been in work where they would like, I mean this is not like corporate work, but like I've been in like gigs where in Asia they were like, hey, do this for us, but you only get paid a month or two after. And it's like, what the fuck? What do you mean? What do you mean that you can only pay me a whole month after the work is done? Like, boya? You know? What sort of job was it? It was like, I think it was a typewriting job. Or it was HR. I was working HR. Which was actually not bad, but like I said, like it was it's just bad. Okay, it was not, I didn't want to, it wasn't so bad that I wanted to like quit myself, but it was like, there was just a lot of things that didn't make sense, or I was like getting exposed to things that like I was like, why is this the way it is? Like, it sounds really unhealthy. You know, it's one of those things where like people are like, oh, it's always been like this, so it's been kept like this for like years, but it just feels terrible. HR does work. I mean, we do a bit of work. I mean, we have to come in for meetings, we have to set up stuff, you know, all that kind of stuff. So how do you streamer? Hi, hey Vanna. We're supposed to do like makeup, but we started we kind of got into this yapping session pretty hard. I heard Japan office jobs are really bad. Yeah, I mean, a lot of salary workers like get burnt out really quickly. But I don't know, jobs in general are just like, look, I think like you said, right, jobs are just like a part of survival. You gotta do jobs to survive, right? Like I think like I might actually get like I might actually go back to like serving tables at like one of my first jobs here if they're hiring. So yeah. Sorry, I am like I've been getting like pretty poor sleep, so I do feel a bit tired. Chat is right here, that's why I'm like looking here. Serve tables in maid outfit. No, it's a pretty like prestige like wine establishment, wine and dine establishment. So might be able to find. No, femboys are not popular in Malaysia at all, and even if they are, they don't pay well. There's like this like femboy cafe that I've been wanting to visit for like content, to make content. But you know, like I don't know, it's in the plans, it's in the works. It's in the works. So you'll be raking in the money if you go back to work. Yeah, but like I kind of want to just like create my own brand, right? Like that's what I've been doing. Like I've just been like working to make my own brand. I've been editing like nearly daily. In fact, I would say like I'm actually editing daily at all. But you need money to create a brand. I mean, yes. Yes, but also like I don't know, time is also needed, right? Like time is also a form of currency, and I have all the time in the world right now. The only thing I don't have is my mental and sleep. So I mean, I'm trying to find a lot more remote jobs, so hopefully that works. I don't know, guys, like, can I be honest? I think I've made a lot of bad decisions in the past 2 years, a lot of bad financial choices in the past 2 years. If I could do it again, the way I would do it is like I probably would get a cheaper place, but equally nice. I would stop trying to ball as hard as I did in the first place. Like I think like one of my biggest issues that I that I learned a bit too late, not completely late, but I wish I learned a bit earlier, was that I would always like try to like push it to the limit when there's no reason to, when there's really no reason to. I should have just like be happy with what I have and save as much as I could. But yeah, you're balling now? No, I'm not balling now. I'm actually saving a lot of money. I've been cooking every day. I've been eating in. I've been eating out less. I used to eat out every day. Even though like I didn't like eat expensive food, but I did eat out every day. Sometimes slow and steady is a better way to get somewhere. Yeah, I would agree. I agree that. I can agree with that. I would say like taking things slow and steady is the way to go, but like I can't take it too slow, you know? Especially if you want to lose weight. Yeah. Saving money is always a good strategy. Yeah, but like, you see, past Claire did not know that. Past Claire was like, you gotta ball to ball harder. Though, okay, I think it's a wise thing. I think like the philosophy of like you need money to make money is not wrong, but I definitely approached it the wrong way. I think like if I could do it again, like I said, like I would save a bit more money. I would like probably like allocate like a good amount and spend like, I mean, to be fair, I did spend below my needs, but there was a lot of investments that I did that did not pay out. A lot of investments that I did not pay out, and I spent a good amount on like toys as well. So, you know, I'm not blaming anyone, but like, I feel like these are the things I need to learn in order to be like better. I mean, I've heard people who lose like a lot more, and like when they're older too, right? I guess like it's better to lose like 10 grand now than it is to lose like 100 grand later in life. Even though it sucks, I just sometimes have to like suck it up, I guess. Toys can be collectibles. Yeah, I mean, I had a I had a Pokemon face that was really bad. I had a Pokemon face that was really bad. I had like a gacha game face that was really bad. DoorDash has taken many young people's money away. Yeah, I mean, to be fair, the biggest expense right now is rent. Like right now, everything else is actually manageable. Rent, on the other hand, like completely screws me. Yeah, I don't know, guys. Like it's weird. I would say it's weird. Didn't a cart go for a lot of money recently? Yeah, it did, but like I don't have that cart. Actually, I probably should sell off my collection. Just so I can like survive a few more months. I mean, I have like enough for like another 6 months, which is like, you know, pretty good. But like, I can't shake off that feeling sometimes, you know. It's like, ah, fuck, like, is this like what I can do? Like, okay, guys, I'm gonna get like so philosophical. I feel like every time I got on stream, I'm like, it's like, oh my god, you know, Claire or Kurai is talking about some random shit again that like, you know, it's like, ugh, like why is he always so depressed? But like, ugh. So. Get a job, deliver advertisements. Yeah, I mean, I'm applying for a lot of online jobs, a lot of remote jobs. But yes, to answer your question, Vanna, I would say like current ClaireTheMaid has learned a lot from past ClaireTheMaid. Very harsh lessons. Very, very harsh lessons. Very, very, very harsh lessons. So, part-time jobs can slow down the loss of money quite a lot. Yeah, of course. But they also take time, right? Like, they take time and they take like they change routines. Right? I think my current routine is like really good. But I'm just a bit concerned about stuff, you know? I mean, this month is kind of rough because like 2 of my clients are kind of taking a break, so I'm just like it's kind of rougher this month. So I've not spent like anything else aside from rent and like food this month at all. I would say like my Patreon is going off, but I am posting. I need to post a lot more so I can like promote my Patreon more. So will they come back? Yeah, they say they'll be coming back. It's just taking them some time, right? So the thing is like my clients are also human, and like me, they also get sick. So I understand where they're coming from. So I don't really like. I can't really like resent them for like, oh man, they're taking a break and I can't make money off them. No, it's more like well, it's normal. Ups and downs. I think like it's just how it is. That's just how life is, man. Like I don't know how else we could say. Yeah, I'm gonna do my best, but I was just wondering if it was a break from everything or a break from, well, you. No, they'll come back. But at the same time, like when they're taking a break, I feel like I'm also just like improving my my own skills, right? So. To be fair, I'm trying to learn like a few more skills lately. Like I'm trying to learn like 3D sculpting. Like Blender, I'm trying to learn Blender. I think like having Blender is a really good skill to have in the big 2.6. So sometimes paying a lot of editors is expensive. Yeah, it is. I would know. So yeah, it's like I said, like circling back, my current main headache that I have is like, okay, how do I rebrand myself so that I'm not like, so that people don't look at me like I'm some sort of NSFW creator. And there's nothing wrong with being an NSFW creator, but like I said, like I think like a lot of NSFW creators have like mentioned this, right? Like it's much harder when you're an NSFW creator to get like brand deals, to get sponsorships. It's just much harder. Because you know, as like imagine if you're a brand and you're trying to sell, right? Like I would say it's in your best interest to avoid like anything that has to do with like, you know, that's adjacent to corn, to adjacent to drugs, that's adjacent to like cigarettes or like, you know, anything like anything that's supposedly bad, right? When I interviewed a Spicy Cat recently, he said he had to just drop his 8-man team and now back to having to do everything himself. Quite a big change for him. Yeah, I mean, it is. I believe like I was talking to a friend that was like pretty close to not pretty close, but like he knew Vlad, NCL, and Vlad does everything by themselves, like everything by themselves. So yeah, it is insane. It is quite insane. So but I mean that's expected, right? Until like you get like somewhere with like your profits, it's pretty rough to actually hire a team. Like I would even argue like right now I don't really need a team. I can do a lot of things by myself. I think I'm a decent editor. I can do I can do a lot. Right? I can do a lot. So yeah, Vladimir is crazy about everything about Vladimir is like crazy. The fact that they can do everything by themselves is insane. So yeah, I would argue like right now, like if I get the chance, yeah, I mean of course, but like I think the gap between me and him is quite large, and I don't think like he would want to collab with me until I get somewhere closer to his like numbers. So it's gonna take a while though. But I have faith. I have like delusional faith that I can hit big numbers soon. Like I said, it's really weird because like I've been doing this for like, and by this I mean like editing, like creating content for like the past, I would argue like the past 8 years, but it's always been on and off. And this year feels like the year that I've been doing it like almost every day consistently. Well, as long as I don't crash out with like League of Legends. League of Legends has been it's been the greatest thing that's happened in my life, and also the worst thing that's happened in my life. I think I'm very addicted to League, but when I don't play League, I think I'm a really great person. When I don't play League. And to be fair, I don't think I can blame League even. Like I think I blame myself for like being such a terrible person with League. It's just, yeah. I don't know if I'm making sense, but yeah. Not everything is about numbers. If he ever comes to Malaysia, he might be interested to do a walk around with you. Of course, if he ever comes to Malaysia, I'll make sure to hit him up. I think I've kind of established myself as the Malaysian femboy, or cross-dresser. But it's gonna take a while. Got yourself a bit of a League addiction? Yeah, I mean, I've been playing League for the past 10 years. Still pretty ass at it. So my goodness. I really should not have eaten that fat dinner around 7 p.m. just now. It's giving me like a really bad migraine because I slept like shit. Look. I know a lot of the things I say are like suggestions rather than confirmations, but I think, oh my god, the best choice of action I have right now is I should probably just go to bed, wake up, and have like an actual proper routine tomorrow. I'm pretty proud of myself today though. I did like a few edits. I cooked, I did groceries, I cleaned. Yeah, I cleaned pretty well actually. So I can't be too mad about myself today. So, I probably have to send out a lot more stuff to like and go to that wine place to get a job. Well, if I get a job, I can't edit because it's gonna take off like half the day. But I will heavily consider it. So yeah, I might work at a Japanese restaurant though to learn Japanese. We'll see how it is. Yeah, but you'll be out of the money stress. I mean, see, this is the problem, right? Like, I just want to be out of stress, which sounds really unfair, which sounds really impossible. But when I do work a job, I won't have time. And now that I have all the time in the world, right? I should spend it like actually just making my own stuff. I don't think I can get two at the same time, you know? Like when I work outside, I don't have enough time to work on my own stuff. At least not fast enough. But I don't know. Maybe I'm crazy. So again, one thing that I've been trying to do this year is just to be more consistent with my words. Trying to be more accountable, I would say. But get a money source secured ASAP. Yeah, that's I've been doing that every day. So. Oh. I need to film a good amount of stuff tomorrow. Okay, I think if you're so certain that you can get a job at the wine place, then why haven't you gotten a job there? Well, it's far from where I live right now. When I live like back in my whole place, it's a bit closer. And if I do live at the wine place, like it's not gonna fix most of my issues. Like I said, I'm looking for a lot more. I would prefer to look for a more remote job, which I'm doing right now. And I guess this is just a few bad months, right? I think I can endure the storm and pray that like the upcoming months will be better. And even if it's not, like I think the best course of action right now is just to work. It's just to learn new skills. And hope that those new skills can land me a better job in the future. Like, I don't think I should, like, worry too much about money because it's not like I'm going completely broke. But it is something that I try to pay close attention to. Which sucks because, like, I don't want to be that person that's like, oh, money's everything. But, like, it is something that I'm worried of. Yeah. You're not being too pushy. It's also not too far away, but like it's just my issues, I guess. On the bright side here, how about I just share some good news to you guys, right? The bright news is that like I've gotten into a really good routine, right? I've gotten into a really good routine and I'm trying to maintain this routine best I can. So, you know, I really am trying to not waste time. At all. Like, I've noticed my cycle, right? It's like, oh, every time I try to look for a job, what happens is like I get comfortable, and then when I get comfortable, I don't do my work. And I'm not saying like I should get like uncomfortable in order for me to be able to do work. I'm saying like I'm trying to tough it out. I'm really trying to tough it out. And right now there's something going for me, even though like it's not like, oh, it's not like rainbows and sunshine. It's like it's actually like the fucking typhoon and hurricanes right now. But I think I'm dealing it pretty well at the moment. I think. Like I said, like my Instagram is getting followers, my YouTube is getting followers. I don't think I can be too annoyed if I don't. I don't think I can be too annoyed as long as I do work. Like I think like I get really stressed out if I spend the whole day doing nothing but play League. I think I get really stressed out if I just do that. But I think if I'm doing like a bit of edits, if I'm streaming, if I'm like showing up, like if I'm talking to you guys, which is a big help to my mental, I think I am actually okay with myself. Getting too comfortable destroys challenges and we get lazy. Yeah, that's the thing, right? Like when I was like making a good amount of money, I was too comfortable. I think I got too comfortable, right? Like I think I got into a really bad like mentality where I was like, oh, I'm making so much, I shouldn't be too worried. And to some extent that's kind of true, but what I should have done in hindsight, right? In hindsight, what I should have done was that I should have been like, okay, I'm making a fat amount of money, but I don't know how long this will last. And I should plan out better. I should have planned out better. Like a lot of my, like I said, like I'm gonna say this one more time. A lot of my decisions was because I did not plan out well. You know, I'm so lazy these days. I'm getting sleepy doing nothing and sleeping 10 hours a day. Yeah, see, I was like that. You know, that's the funny part. When I was like making good amount of money, I would be like, oh, I did something simple. I deserve to sleep the whole day. Yeah, that was really bad. But Jens, I don't disagree with you. I do think like when you have like when you're into work, when you're getting into a routine, it's not weird to feel like you have more time because you're able to manage better. So, well, you can only learn planning by failing at planning. Yeah, I mean, a few of my friends told me that like the past 2 years is just like tuition fee. Learning to fail is like is one step closer to being successful, right? Yeah. I mean, like I said, right now I'm getting into a routine. And I really don't wanna mess it up right now. So I might have to go off, even though it's just an hour. But I think I'll stay for a bit more longer until I run out of things to talk about. And I have failed my semester, so it's time to work again. Yeah. I think a good amount of people, like, you know, we get into we get into struggles. I don't hate work, I just hate like meaningless work. But I guess we don't get to choose, right? But yeah, I mean, like I said, as long as I'm showing up, I'm working out every day, I'm saving as much money every day, I'm constantly looking for remote jobs, I'm you know, streaming, even though like streams are like just me talking, it's something, right? Okay, that's kind of true. Sometimes meaningless work gives you money to do meaningful work. Yeah, that's kind of true. I can't disagree with that. We'll see. Yeah, we will see. Oh, my head hurts. I've heard Mugenics is really good. I know Suko played it, and I might actually want to play it myself. How much is it? It is okay. It's a bit out of my budget right now. Oh wow, it's actually on sale. Wait, what? It's 10% off. Wow. Interesting. Eugenics seems fun. It helped viewers pretty nicely. Yeah. Can't be an editor without a computer. Can't buy a computer without money. You gotta do a boring job to buy the computer. That's true. That's true. Well, you know, gents, I think the past 2 years, or at least the past few months, I've been humbled, and I think I've grown as a person. I think I've grown a lot as a person. And by extension, my photo sets has improved drastically as well. So I don't think I can be too mad at myself if I've grown as a person. If I've grown as a person, I don't think I can be too mad, right? Like I think that's my cope, I guess. That's kind of my copium. Anyways, your photo shoots have always been good when you work together with a photographer. Yeah, I mean, I can't do everything by myself. So it's gonna take a while. It's gonna take a while. Anyways, for tomorrow, I think I'm gonna stream again, and tomorrow I'm gonna make sure I'm not gonna have a headache so I don't blow my brains out. And I actually want to dress up tomorrow. I actually do want to dress up tomorrow. The weird thing is I was so comfortable making art with metal that I have failed to explain my work because I have nothing to say about it, so I failed in front of the professors. Yeah, I can somewhat relate to that. It's when I was like editing for like big YouTubers, I got way too comfortable. I started slacking a lot, in a lot of areas. Like I think like one of the really bad habits that I have is like I become very nihilistic about a lot of things, and it's really bad. It seems to get the best out of you when there's another person involved. Yeah, of course. It's a lot easier when, even if there's just one extra person helping out, a lot of things becomes easier. A lot of things becomes easier. Yeah, one of my issues that I am right now is that I'm very I can get very nihilistic about things. Anyways, I think I'm gonna go off for now, but I will be back tomorrow. It's a really short stream. I know. I'm so sorry. I am trying my best to lock in more, to plan out these streams more. So again, I know I'm supposed to do my makeup, but I will. I know a lot of my things are just suggestions, but you know, you heard it here first. I will be doing stuff tomorrow. Okay. I mean, I have to. It's more like I have to because I have photo shoots planned out, and I don't want to look like shit on my photo shoots. So yeah, I am going to go off right now. It's a tough few months. But I'm sure things will work out. Hopefully. I have the same thing because I became nihilistic because I think my work is easy to make. Yeah, it's the same thing, right? It's like, hey. Oh, I can do my work and people seem to like my work, and you know, I'm getting recognition for my work. It means like I'm doing well, and I should like, you know, like sometimes my issue, I don't know. I need to get humbled more, honestly, guys. Like you guys should like tease me more, honestly. You should tease me more. You should be like, "Oh, Claire, you know, you're such a dumbass," or something like that. I don't know. You should tease me a lot more. You should like tell me to be humble a lot more. Yeah, so. Okay, I'm going to go off. But I hope to see you guys tomorrow, okay? Yes, please tease me more. Please like tell me I'm dumb or something like that. So I will see you tomorrow, okay? I would not regret that. In fact, Jen's like, please tell more people to join my stream so they can tease me more. Okay, in fact, if you tell more people to come, I might just be more motivated to like dress up. Maybe. Maybe. Alright, I'm gonna head out. Peace. Good night. Good night, and I hope you guys have a great day. I'll tell Vlad to come and tease me. Yeah, please do. Please do, actually. Please do. Bye-bye.